First thing I'll start with is, why the fuck wasn't this movie rated R? I'm gonna skip the character intros. I feel like everybody knows the majority of people in the movie. Kevin Hart, Jamie Lee Curtis,
I needed a gun.
Kathy, Hela from Thor Ragnarok. So I'm not familiar with the games at all, anything beyond the trailer. I seen the trailer when it first came out years ago. If there's one thing that I do know from Borderlands, was that song that came from the trailer, Ain't No Rest for the Wicked. Other than that, I know nothing about Borderlands. I haven't played the games at all. And to be fair, I didn't know anything about Fallout before I watched that. And that show pleasantly surprised me to the point I got interested in the Fallout games. This movie, Borderlands, is nothing like Fallout. It almost goes out of its way to not be Fallout. At a few points during this movie, I felt like the director, writers, whoever, I felt like they were sabotaging the movie. When I think back on the positives that I can say about the movie, some of the action is well shot. There's a hallway sequence where the camera's following different characters, but that's also the point where it stands out the most that this movie should have been rated R. Not only that, the humor that the movie is going for not only never lands, it feels juvenile at best.
Put the window up.
I don't want to. Roll the window up.
It's Pete.
This movie was just completely not trying at any point. The dialogue, the writing is everything from basic cliche action movie to just throwaway lines. The runtime of the movie, it's only 90 minutes, but I feel that that was more of a way out for the writers and directors. This movie being 90 minutes long has absolutely nothing to do with why the movie is bad. It's almost like someone read the script and needed a tax write-off. So that small action part is fine, but everything else in the movie is just garbage. The CGI, the green screen backgrounds are on Spy Kids 3D levels of horrible. But to give Spy Kids 3D a little bit more credit than it probably deserves, at least that was in a game world. It was supposed to look like a video game. And Spy Kids 3D came out well before CGI and green screen got almost perfected, for lack of a better word. I forget the actress' name. I know her but she was in True Blood. I found out that she's very much into video games, comic books, Comic-Con type. So I became a fan of her from that. I feel like they do her dirty. And from the haircut to just her character, I felt like she was probably the most relieved to get killed off. The part just before the first car chase scene in the movie. First and only, I believe. The hovercrafts and CGI and that is just horrible. Garbage and trash. The scene with Bobby Lee. The CGI is okay. The special effects in that moment is the most concentrated on. But that's the only compliment that I can give the movie special effects wise. Like I said, it goes from Spy Kids 3D to PlayStation 3 graphics. Now again, I don't play Borderlands the game. I don't know the world of Pandora. The most that you see of the world of what Borderlands is in the movie is one space scene in the very beginning. The rest is just like a barren wasteland type of deal. Like I said, I don't know Borderlands weapons or anything like that. For the most part, they all just seem like standard machine guns. So I'm not gonna catch the Easter eggs or anything like that. The one thing I did catch was the song I mentioned earlier, kind of mixed in the background. Can't remember what part it was in the movie, but I did catch that song. Everybody in it, from Kevin Hart to Jamie Lee Curtis, seems to be on some sort of autopilot. Just because I don't play Borderlands or know the world doesn't mean I can't be disappointed by this movie. Not like I was looking forward to it. But with that being said, there have been movies in the past that I slept on when they came out. And sometime after they released it, I went back and watched them and realized they were actually pretty good. So I wasn't prepared to just count this one out. But this movie disappointed me on a whole different level. Mainly because I seen the potential that was there.
Time to make it rain with your body parts.
Just from this short 90-minute Nickelodeon cartoon that we got. Any adaptation is gonna take liberties, no matter what it is. I don't know if this movie was trying to establish a universe or a sequel or not. I highly doubt it. There's no way that this was completed and everyone involved thought, yeah, this is gonna make a sequel. Last time I checked, the score was horrible on this movie. I don't know what is from the game and what's not from the game, so I won't judge too hard on that. I will say that, just spoiler right now, trust me, this movie is not anything worth saving. So Catherine, I'm just gonna call her Hela from Thor. Hela from Thor plays Lilith. Long story short, she's a bounty hunter. Bad guy of the movie.
Kill them all.
I'm not even gonna attempt to remember his name. But he hires Lilith to rescue his daughter. I don't know the character's name from the game, but she's the girl with the bunny ears. She's the key they need to open the vault that unlocks greater power. So the point is, the entire movie we're meant to believe that the little girl is the key to the vault, and the twist is that she isn't the key to the vault. Lilith is the key to the vault. Like I said, I don't know if that's how it is in the game or not. Now the twist, I will give it credit for being a twist. Doesn't make a movie good by any means, but I will give it small credit for the twist working, mainly for the casual audience member like me that don't know anything about Borderlands, never played the games. The movie devotes a lot of time into making the audience believe that the little girl is the key to the vault. Even though it does work as a twist, I believe it fails the movie as a whole. The twist doesn't work for a lot of different reasons. I won't spoil everything, but the twist is really fucking stupid. If that is how it is in the video games, that Lilith is the one with these kind of powers, the execution in the movie is fucking horrible. Especially at the end. I feel like I can tell you the end of the movie and not spoil one single thing else. When it got to the end and everyone's just sort of standing around, as soon as it became obvious that the movie was about to be over, I was already at the door. I give it a 2 out of 10.
I said empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water.